our playoff march was stalled tonight because the upcoming 2010 Stanley Cup champs, aka the Leafs, somehow managed to lose to the crappy Flyers. Our playoff march continues tonight as the North Coast is now hot spring, and the Leafs are rocking it out in the Music City. Oh man, that was great. Okay, I know I was supposed to get haircuts today, but the barber shop's closed earlier than I thought, but then I realized it's Sunday. Anyhow, back to the game. The game started off okay, except Colton Orr thought that he could win an Oscar for being the NHL's best fighter tonight by picking a fight with Carcillo after Carcillo drew a penalty that would have sent Colton Orr to the penalty box, except Colton Orr went off for a double minor because he thought it was a good idea to pick a fight with Carcillo. And I don't blame him. I would have wanted to knock him out myself, but unfortunately that wasn't a good idea at the time. And then the Leafs nearly kill off that double minor, except they get another penalty, and they end up being shorthanded for 23 seconds, but they managed to kill it off, and Colton Orr is back on the ice. It's still a power play, but then when he gets on a rush, he doesn't put the puck in net, he puts Leighton in net. And the Leafs are on a 5-on-3 for a minute. I cannot believe that. And Jeff Carter was allowed to score on us, making it 1-0 Philly. And then what happens in the second period? Gagner and Briere scored to make it 3-0, although Kuhlman did score to put one goal for the Leafs, but that wasn't enough, guys. You do realize that we are trying to make the playoffs, okay? This kind of play is unacceptable. Your boss said so yourself right before the trade deadline. These kind of trades were supposed to improve the Leafs, not make them worse! Look, I know the Leafs are now officially the youngest team in the NHL, but Brian Burke and some Leaf fans like myself have high expectations for the team to actually make the playoffs. Not as big expectations for the Leafs to win the Stanley Cup, but it would be really great to see the Leafs make the playoffs because A, it develops experience, B, it develops confidence and self-esteem in the players. So, like, even if we get blown out of the first round by Washington, the players get the self-confidence they need and the experience they need to be better in the next season. So, if Leaf fans are still going to say, we're not going to make it, we're not going to make it, well, I know you guys really want the Leafs to make it and that you're just sounding like that because you're afraid of being called delusional. I get called delusional all the time, and I really don't care what people think about me wanting the Leafs to make the playoffs or me saying the Leafs are going to make the playoffs. But if they want to think of me that way, go ahead. That's not going to change my opinion on or expectations on the Leafs. So, anyhow, until after Tuesday's game, go Leafs, go!